So today is a bittersweet day. I won this GTR. Everyone hates you if you win a GTR, of course. So there was that. You're in total shock when you win a car, yeah, because you know you didn't earn the car. You know you didn't deserve it. You just won it. So it's a very strange feeling when you win a car. It's something that you haven't thought about, you haven't worked towards, you don't have that sense of accomplishment. And you might think, who cares, yeah, you got a GTR, you know, shut up and just enjoy it. But it's a strange feeling and you don't know what it's like until you get it. So I won this thing off Keep It Reet. The boys down at Keep It Reet. I'm just gonna watch all these cars, I don't want to get hit here. And I got it looked over, it was relatively neat, but at the end of the day, these are 31-year-old cars, well this one is. So basically they need a full restoration, yeah, and you know what it's like, GTR tax. I mean, even these rubber seals on the sides of the doors, I thought, oh, I'll replace them, I'll replace the badges, I'll start getting stuff done. And I don't want no Temu crap, yeah, I want to get the real, genuine Nissan gear, of course. And I thought, I'll get these rubber strips. 3.5 grand, 4 grand. I mean, it's for strips of rubber that go around your door. And then I learnt that every little part for a GTR, it's just crazy money. It's totally crazy. So then I've just maintained the car, I've enjoyed it, driven it on weekends. I've done what was desperate, what needed doing. It's still got the ceramic turbos on it. And you don't want a ceramic turbo to fail. You know, I mean, the turbines are ceramic. When that fails, you can damage the shaft, you can then damage the compressor. You might get fragments into your engine. That's a bad thing. Engines don't like pieces of steel. So I didn't want that happening. But they still aren't done. I'd like to go single turbo, of course. The airflow meters have got little cracks in them, so really they should be replaced at some point. And it all costs money, it all costs big money. And down the track, the gearbox would have to be done. The gearbox is pretty good, but it can be a bit notchy into 5th gear at high revs. But relatively good, but I'm a bit pedantic, and if I want to drive this thing and enjoy it, I want to get all these things done. So, you know, a gearbox, you know, look at the gearboxes, the prices of R34 boxes. I'm not going to rebuild the 5-speed, even with a billet plate. You can have issues, you know, you put a OS Gicken gear set in, billet gear plate, center plate, and you can still have issues with the 5-speed. So I'd be looking at R34 gearbox, but then you might as well get a sequential for similar money, you know. And I'm thinking, man, this is going to be 40, 50, 60 grand just to do a few things to keep this car reliable. And if you know what it's like having a mortgage, you know, you just want to pump that mortgage, get it done as quick as you can. So the very hard decision has been made that I'm getting rid of this car. Today, I'm dropping it off. So today's the day. I'm just looking around for traffic. I don't want to bend this thing before I give it to Vincere Auto. Is it Vincere or Vincere? I'm not sure exactly how they pronounce it. But they do a lot of raffles, they do a lot of S15s, GTRs. I've seen they've done a 4-wheel drive in the past, but mainly Jap cars. I contacted the boys. I said, listen, do you want a very clean GTR? And they're absolute champions, yeah. So the process was easy. A little bit of negotiating, of course. They gave me a respectable offer, which is all I wanted. You don't get all the time wasters, you know, you don't get people saying they're going to come to your property to drive the car, then they don't show up. You know, you don't want the tyre kickers and all that garbage selling a car, but it always happens. So I decided to accept the offer and sell it off to these boys. Just watching the traffic. And the process was nice and easy. You got a decent offer, and this is the day, the car's going. So from one bunch of boys that do the raffles and the, whatever you want to call them, the car prizes. I know Keep It Reet are going to slow down on that lately. They just released a video and said they're going to slow down on the raffles. And it's going off to these boys to get raffled off again. So it's bittersweet. This is the last drive. It's stock, if you're wondering. It is stock. Well, it's got teen coilovers. They've all got teen coilovers. It's got a HKS dragger rear section of the exhaust, just from the axle back. But apart from that, yeah, the stock turbos, it's even got the stock airbox with some Japanese stickers on it. It's got all the books. It's got some TE37s on it in 17x9 plus 22. I got them to pass the roadie because, of course, Keep It Reet had 10.5-inch wide wheels on it, didn't they? Yeah, with a bit of stretch, as they do. But I didn't want these heavy ass wheels on it, so I put these things on, left them on. Don't know what plans Vincere Auto have for the car, but I said when it's making 500 kilowatt, yeah, I wouldn't mind winning the raffle again. So we'll see what happens. But for now, it's gone. Just got to watch the traffic. I'm heading to Truganina, and if anyone knows, Truganina is the anus of the western suburbs. It's a third world place, okay? I don't want to go into it. I'll let Chocky go into that stuff, but it's a pretty bad area. You got people. The other day, there was a woman driving head on towards me on the wrong side of the road. It was a dual lane road with 2 lanes on the other side, and she's driving head on towards me. I was in my M140i at the time, my BMW, which is a beast. I love that thing. I'll do some videos of that as well. And I'm thinking, you know, when you panic, you don't know what to do. I'm like, where's my lights? She's like, I forgot everything. I'm trying to flash the lights at this chick. And then she's like, oh, freaking out. You know, it's probably the first time she's seen a car. Now she's driving them on an international license. Oh my God. Every night I see people driving around with their lights off. People don't indicate. They're all over the road. It's a war zone. Yeah, it's crazy. But we know what the global agenda is with destroying all our cities with mass immigration. Anyway, I don't want to get political. I want to try and enjoy this drive. I'll start doing my head in thinking about this stuff. Head check. So yeah, I've got my brother with me. He's guarding the rear end. I don't want to, of course, I don't want to bend this thing. I want to get it to the boys. Yeah, and we'll see what happens. The future of this GTR. But only, yeah, as I said, it's been strange. When you win a car and you didn't earn it, it's a bit odd. It's like, you never know. You never feel like it's yours, you know what I mean? So it's been a strange experience. It's, of course, a massive head turner. I mean, that pumps your ego up, doesn't it? You go for a drive, people are freaking out and they're turning their head looking at your car and you're like, hey, I'm in a GTR. An iconic machine that was banned from Group A to keep the prehistoric Fords and Holdens racing, which was detrimental for Ford and Holden. I'll admit, I'm going all over the place here, but yeah, back onto the motorsport side of things. If the GTRs weren't banned from Group A, Ford and Holden, they would have had to make better cars. This is what happens in motorsport. Things are developed in motorsport that end up on the street. What's he doing? All these things are developed on the racetrack and then they stem down to cars. So if the GTR wasn't banned from Group A, I'm not even going. No, I don't trust this guy. I don't trust this situation. I'm going to sit here, mate. Let him go. You go, you go, you go. You're all going to hit my car, mate. You're going to hit me. I know it. Yeah, so if the GTR wasn't banned from motorsport, Ford and Holden would have had to improve. They would have looked at maybe doing turbocharging and all-wheel drive and whatever else, yeah? Like, these things destroyed everyone. In Europe as well, in Japan, all the touring car racing was dominated by the GTR. The R32 GTR, you know, that started it all. So it is a shame what occurred in motorsport and then what's happened to Ford and Holden, you know what I mean? I definitely, you know, you might think, I'll listen to this more, and what's he talking about? Hey, stay there, mate. You stay there, mate. GTR coming through. So yeah, if they weren't banned, motorsport would have changed. They would have had to improve the Fords and Holdens to be competitive. Anyway, that's my take on that. Wave to the bro. He's in the Fiesta ST, which is a bit of a machine. He's made some improvements to that car. So yeah, the GTR is off. And I don't know, if you haven't driven a GTR, but you've driven the Golf Rs and S3s, A45s, all these modern weapons, the first thing you realise is, man, these things are lightweight, yeah? They're so light. You don't have all the safety gear that modern cars have, and all the wiring looms and all the copper wiring throughout the whole car. All these little things add so much weight. So the first thing you realise is these things are light. They dart all over the road, especially with the teen coilovers, of course. These things are so stiff. What body roll, yeah? There we go, coming out of here, mate. Bit of boost there. The oil's at a 75 degrees. We've got a bit of oil temp. Don't want to hurt the RB26 for the boys. So yeah, I'm trying to talk heaps so I don't get too sad. I get a real emotional connection with cars. Some people have cars, you know, to look good for their ego, whatever, but I love cars. For me, it's a real passion. It's not just about, oh, look at this guy, he's got a Merc or he's got a Beamer or whatever, yeah. For me, I really love cars. I'm really passionate. So when I let go of a car that I've really loved, it can be hard sometimes, you know. You can get a little bit emotional. I don't bawl my eyes out, you know, but you can get a bit emotional. I'm being honest. My first M140, I got rid of that. And I thought, I'll do the right thing. I'll buy a cheap car, yeah. I'll buy a Kia or something brand new that won't have any issues. My first M140i, the B58, that wasn't so much proven yet. I didn't know if it was going to have issues like the N54s and 55s, and not that they were terrible engines, but they had little flaws. And I thought, yeah, well, I'll move it on. If I'm buying a house, I'll get something brand new that isn't stressed, that's just, low power. And then what happened? Downs, didn't we? Yeah. Lockdowns, mate. I shouldn't even say that word. I'm probably going to get barred or something for saying that word. But we know what happened there. All these lockdowns, people losing their jobs. The wife lost a lot of work due to the work that she does. And this happened a couple of weeks after selling the M140. And I was like, I've just sold this pristine M140i, which was stock. I didn't go modifying it yet. I just done PPF and whatever. But it was dead stock because, of course, I was waiting to see if the B58 was a proven engine that I could tune up and modify. And letting go of that car, yeah, I got pretty emotional. I think my eyes were getting a little bit shiny, I was getting the shiny eyes. And I let it go. And it was all for nothing. It was all for nothing. We had the lockdowns. Wife lost her job. Mortgage broker said, sorry, mate, you're not getting a house now. Your borrowing capacity has just dropped by 40% or so. And it was all for no reason. So years later, I bought another M140i. So that's sitting at home. I would like to do some videos on that car and talk about some of their flaws and some of the good points. But happy days, I found a nice neat M140i, and I've done a couple of things to that. And yeah, what a beast, what a weapon of a car. It's just, it's ridiculous. So that's my toy. I still love that. I can't have too many toys and pay a house off. And again, that brings me to part of my decision getting rid of this car. And I've been telling some of my mates, my petrol head mates, they're going, you can't sell the GTR, what are you doing? You got to keep that thing, it's always going to go up in value. And that's another hard thing. I mean, when I got this thing, Paul Walker, rest in peace, he passed away. And the GTRs went crazy. The prices doubled, tripled. The 34s went mental, of course. These things went up a fair bit as well. And with the lockdowns, these things went up even more. So I couldn't even insure it for under 100K. Shannon's wouldn't let me. They said, nah, mate, no chance. You got to insure this for 100K. It was sold for high 70s at the time, before that raffle. I don't know if I should be giving all this information, but I'm doing it anyway. And yeah, it's just been plummeting in value since I've owned it. They've recovered a little, and the time's right for me to get rid of it. If I keep driving it and driving it, I'm going to spend money on it. I'll modify everything, yeah. I'll modify my lawnmower. High flow the exhaust, it flows a bit better now. Modify my 2-stroke machinery for the garden. So yeah, I'm going to do something to this if I keep it any longer. But it's been nearly 3 years, the old GTR, so it's off to some better hands. It's going to get some love. It's been fun. The handling is ridiculous. The handling is interesting, of course. I mean, the all-drive system in these, a Tesla. I get mixed up. A Tesla, Hi-Cas. It's a Tesla. I hope it's a Tesla. Yeah, it is a Tesla. It's a Tesla. So there's all sorts of G sensors. It isn't just rear end wheel slip and then the fronts come in. It's got G sensors. It knows if you're going through a corner, so it'll know when to apply some torque to the front end. It's an awesome experience, but it's strange. You'll come through a corner, you feel the arse end starting to want to step out a tiny bit, and then the fronts come in and pull you out. And on corner entry, you don't have that inherent, terminal understeer, Audi steer. That understeer that, of course, the older Audis had. It feels like a lightweight rear-wheel drive car. I'm back. It feels like a lightweight rear-wheel drive car with minimal understeer on turn-in, and then it applies a bit of oversteer. A bit of torque to the front end as you come out of the corner. It's very hard talking and driving, and avoiding all these guys that just want to hit you. Yeah, so it is an interesting experience driving a GTR. If you get the chance, it's worth doing it. If, of course, if you're a motoring enthusiast, if you love your cars, it's an interesting experience. Your mind sort of says, hey, get off the gas, you're starting to get a little bit taily, mid-apex, towards a 3/4 apex or so. But then if you just stay in the power, not too much power, but almost too much, it'll pull you out with the front end. So that's the interesting part of driving these things. Right, now where am I going? Where is the least amount of danger? You know what, I'm just going to stick with the main roads. I could turn left here, but it's chaos in there, it's chaos. I don't know what the local councils and authorities and police and that are doing, but there'll be semi-trailers parked in the middle of the road. There's flatbed trucks parked in the middle. There's smashed cars lying around. There's burnt out cars, There's all sorts of garbage going on in there, and it's just not policed. It's just absolute chaos. So I'm going to stay on these main roads. This is now Truganina, the anus of the western suburbs. It really is, yeah. If you want to see how bad it is, guys, get on Wyndham TV on Instagram. Get on Wyndham TV. Have a look at what's going on here. It's off its head. There's home invasions every week. There's massive car accidents every single day. Cars on their roof, cars going through buildings. It's just off its head. I don't know what they're trying to do to the west. Got to stop at the speed limit. Got to be a good boy. Alrighty. Vincere, I'm not thrashing it too much, yeah. Is that how you say your name? I don't know, I'm sorry. But I'm not thrashing it too much. Oil's warm, don't worry, the oil's warm, it's all good. One thing I've never done is drop the clutch in this thing. An old gearbox like this, I don't trust it, yeah. I've never dropped the clutch. I drive it with mechanical sympathy. You can still enjoy a car and drive it with mechanical sympathy. Wait for the oil to heat up. Wait for the gearbox and everything to heat up. Hey, everyone's braking. Someone's up my bum, of course. Freaking out. The car's still in one piece. Beautiful. All I see is a rear spoiler in the rear view mirror. In my rear view mirror. I haven't been up for long, yeah, you know. I've got to practice talking every day. I wake up, I can't really talk yet. I've got to take that time to adjust to my words and sentences. Can we go? All right, we're going. See you, mate. See you, little GTR. You've been a good boy. I like calling cars boys. I don't know why everyone calls them girls, yeah? You know, you can't really trust it if it's a girl. What's it going to do to you, yeah? It's just going to be a matter of time. Hey, buddy. So I'll call my cars boys. So does the missus too, you know, she understands. She knows what most women are like. All right, we're gonna, I'll let this guy go. Oh, no, he's turning there. Ooh, keeping an eye out. You hear every bit of gravel too when you're driving these things. There's not much sound deadening, of course, because they're a race car. There's not much sound deadening. They're nice and lightweight. And you can tell these things are basically made to go straight onto the racetrack. I mean, what other car can you put 10.5-inch wide wheels on, you know, without any lip work? You got to stretch the tyres a bit, of course, but you know, they're just built to have a few mods done and then bang on the racetrack. Give it to Gibson Motorsport and smash some people. Oh, a little pop there, pop. I'll just efficiently accelerate to the speed limit. All right, now, where am I going? Go straight ahead up here. You stay there, Triton, mate. Ugliest cars on the road, the Tritons, they're getting uglier. Uglier and uglier. All right, 181,000 Ks. I just hit 181,000 2 kilometers ago. There you go. All right, I think, am I turning here? I think I'm turning here. Yes. Now, here we go. War zone, guys, an absolute war zone. You got to watch all these cars. There's cars flipped here on their roof all the time, mate. It's just another day in Truganina. Truganina. People say Truganina. It's Truganina, yeah, Truganina. But yeah, it's chaos out here. If you're heading through Tarneet, Truganina, you got to take it easy. Take it easy. Be very careful. I could have gone down on the orange, but you know, the car's going to end up on its roof. I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Now, I forget the name of the road, but I reckon if I see the name, I'll then know it. Yeah, I'll then remember. The GTR's going. You've been a good boy. You've been a good boy, GTR. Does that sound weird, calling it a boy? I don't care. Yeah, it's a boy. It's not a female car. Don't assume it's... Yeah, I'm not even going to say that. Yeah. This gender shit. Alrighty, so... looking around. That wasn't too bad. I didn't nearly get killed too many times. Oh, here we go. We've got the learners on their motorbikes. Watch out for them. We've got trucks in the middle of the road. Of course. They're making these business hubs, these business heavy parts of the suburbs so tight. No room for semis parked on the side of the road, which there always is. Oh, still looking around. I think I've got to head up here a bit more. But even if I kept this a bit longer, I was thinking maybe just put some bolt-on twins, some dash 5s or some RS turbos. But they're a bitch to get off, aren't they? The back turbo, I believe. I don't know if I'd save much cost as well if I went twins instead of a single. It was doing my head in. Am I going to mod this thing? Am I going to get rid of it, keep it? But anyway, it's too late now. Money's in the bank, I can't pull out now. I might have to pull over and check the map. Let's just pull in here. Oh, the horns are tooting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check the map. I don't know what is scarring on right now. Imagine if I end up there and I don't even know where I'm going. It's right in front of me. Saver. I did check Google Maps and I was thinking it might be around here. This is it. Saver. Right in front. There you go. Look at this. Smashed car, burnt out. Nah, it's not burnt out. All right, it's a smash repair joint. All right, I'm getting too excited with the crime around here. But this is it. This is it. Where do I go? Where do I park? My brother's, he's picking left. He's behind me. All right, we'll go left. Traganina. Saver Logistics. Visitor. I'm a visitor. I will park it in the visitor spot. And I will not curb a wheel. Even though these wheels are probably going to come off. They're probably going to put on some massive wheels. Oh man, I keep looking for a reverse camera and it just doesn't exist. Doesn't exist at all. All right, we'll go forward a bit more. My brother's looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? Just park the car. Park the car, mate. We'll just go nice and hard up on the gutter. That's how we do it. You got to be within 2 inches to the gutter, all right, to dodge the crazy people. All right, I'm gonna grab the camera and we'll do a bit of footage on the outside of this thing. Hey, yeah, don't wreck my footage, mate. The brother's gonna park right next to me, that's all right. Shut this bad boy down. The little GTR. All right, I'll close this down for now. Bye. Don't be sad. All right, here we go. This is what we were just sitting in. The GTR. Yes. Look at this thing. It's immaculate. The wheels have probably done 300 kilometers. RE003s, you can't go wrong. Very neat. Bye-bye GTR. You've been a good boy. Ah, well. The dragger exhaust there. And it's time to go. I might cut this out before I start getting emotional. No, I'm not gonna cry. Come on, I'm not gonna cry. All right, that's it. All right, peoples. Thanks for watching. Thanks to my 10 viewers. Hey, I've got a few subscribers too. I've got over 100 subscribers, mate. Don't worry about that. But yeah, if you're one of my 5 to 10 viewers, good on you. Take care. I will see you next time.